Hi, everybody. I tend to wing these videos, so I don't have a script. I wanted to talk about the incoming U.S. president. Um, for a guy who was running on peace, don't want wars, yada yada, bullshit, bullshit. Um, he certainly is ramping up a lot of ill feelings uh, with allies. His threats to take over Panama, Canada, Mexico, Greenland. I am a dual citizen with the U.S. and Canada, and I can tell you this much: I will fight on the side of Canada. If you want to be stupid and you wanted to put him in charge, and Garland wanted to be stupid and not bring charges as soon as he got into office, because he had more than enough evidence from the original impeachment. And he also had more than enough that was gathered by the January 6th committee. And then you talk about all of those top secret, compartmentalized documents that he had stored and stolen down at Mar-a-Lago. And you couldn't get him on insurrection? And you're just figuring out now that maybe, if you can do something, you can stop him. There seems to be a whole lot of procrastination going on down in the States. And as much as I don't 100% agree with Democrats, it certainly was still business as usual with the Democrats as compared to Donald Trump coming into office. We know where all the weaknesses lie. We know what needs to be shored up now. And we know those of us in our midst, neighbors and such, who are MAGA, who are anti-American. And that's what MAGA is anti-American. Donald Trump wants to get into a war. He's following the lines of Putin, where Putin says, I'm just going to take over this one and that one and the other one. Well, I'd like to see how you guys would feel if the UK popped back in and said, you know what, your experiment has failed. We're just going to take back over our land. I'm sure you'll just hand it right over, right, Donnie? And Mexico comes up and says, you know what, Texas, we're sick and done with it and tired of it. We want Texas back because you're not governing it well. It seems like a lot of people on the MAGA side are itching for that civil war. They are clueless about what it's like to take a human life. And if they have no feelings about it whatsoever, you're dealing with somebody that is highly dangerous. I'm listening to Cenk, I think his name is how you say his name, Cenk, from TYT. He makes a lot of good points. Yes, there are commonalities. We are anti-war. Democrats are largely anti-war. It's the Republicans that want to keep giving military the money. And watching Donald Trump after he said, no, we don't want war. We want to be good with people. I am great with people. Yeah. Yeah. All right. He's certainly lighting a lot of fires. Ain't going to be Democrats signing up. And if there's any Democrats or anybody who is constitutionally minded in the military now, maybe you should take a kneel. Take a knee. When he says go to war with Greenland, or go to war with Canada, or go to war with Mexico, or Panama, or fill in the freaking blank. He said one thing to you guys, MAGA. He never intends to keep his promises. He didn't the first time. I don't want to find commonalities right now. I want MAGA to feel what they've done. And for those of you who have said, hey, we're suffering too. Yes. Yes. But we got out and we voted. We did our job. We questioned. We researched. We tried to open their eyes. They didn't want to open their eyes until after the election, where they won, and they rejoiced that they won, and then found out what they had won. We can prepare for what's coming because we've seen it coming. They're not prepared for what's coming. They haven't seen it. I don't want to make nice with MAGA. I want them to learn their lesson. They didn't listen to us before, Jank. They're not going to listen to you now. I'm not about to climb into bed with them. I'm not about to make nice. When the 4 years is done and over with, I'll think about it. I'm not confrontational, but I am really sick and tired of turning the other cheek. I've done that for long enough in my life. I've watched others suffer. I am a retired nurse. I also worked on the billing end of it, so I know the cost of healthcare in the United States. I'm up in Canada now. The only thing that's keeping me from moving back to the States besides Donald Trump is medical costs. All that money we paid into Social Security, they're just going to keep. I want a refund on my Social Security. Everything I paid into it, I want a refund. You're going to shut Social Security down? You're going to refund me the money I paid in for that insurance. It's not a handout. Reagan borrowed from it. And then Republicans kept borrowing from our Social Security. Not once have they bothered to try and pay it back. I think it's past that time, don't you? So much for peace. Coming from a guy who ignored a legitimate government in Afghanistan and invited terrorists and made deals with terrorists for May of 2021, knowing he was going to lose to Biden. Biden got them to push it off until August. We needed a lot more time than that, but they wouldn't go further. You want to blame somebody for those soldiers' deaths? Look to your orange Mango Mussolini, because Mango Mussolini is the one that set free 5,000 terrorists. Not Biden. Not Obama. You got what you paid for, MAGA. Take the credit. Personally, I'm hoping they shut down the border to any MAGA. We don't want MAGA up here in Canada. You're not patriotic. I think you just like to fight. I have a kid like that. Got a couple of kids like that. I don't speak to them either. I'm done with the game playing. I'm too old for this crap. And most of us woke are sick and tired of fighting the same old fights and telling you guys what you're screwing up. And now you're going to find out. Some of you already got woke. You opened up your eyes and said, oh my God, what have I done? And it's only going to get worse. And after this, I really hope amendments are done to never allow someone like him in government again. And that includes our congressmen, senators, any elected position. They should never be in again. Happy New Year. I hope it's better than what we think. I like to hope he gets a clue.